What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming out tonight to the greatest Wigs Day in town. Anyway, so this past Sunday, I went out to Dallas to do their open mic at the Dallas Comedy Club, and just the process to get down there fucking sucked. Like, I had to get up early, had to pay some bills, being an adult. Usually I don't get up till like the crack of noon. This time I got up early, trekked all the way down. There was still daylight when we made it down to Dallas. And then the parking was a fucking major. My ex-wife finally parked, walked down there, and there's a sign, no open mic tonight. I was like, all right, fuck. So we found a place in Denton that does open mic. I don't want to name the place, but it's a nice place. It's an art gallery place, and they serve drinks and stuff. So I was like, we'll go down there and try my jokes out. And we get down there, and I knew I was fucked immediately because I saw a sign that said, no ICE, no Nazis, no fascists. So I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, whatever. But I went in there anyway, and I did my jokes. They didn't laugh at not one of them. But the worst part was, so I got to the last joke, and I did the joke about my mom telling me that the rumble strips are for, blind people to drive in Braille, and no one laughed. And then I met the owner of the bar and his CNI dog afterwards. So yeah, I should have did my deaf joke, and so I'll do it for y'all tonight. Is there any deaf people in the audience? I don't want to offend anybody. Is there any deaf people? If you're deaf, let me know. All right, so we're good, right? All right, so here we go. I hate having sex with deaf chicks because they can never hear you coming. And the entire time it's like clubbing a seal. It's, yeah, so there you go. There's my deaf joke. Should have did that one. Nobody should be offended, right? Everybody? All right. So I like to watch YouTube, and I saw a video of a guy fishing in the Hudson River, and he caught a big-ass goldfish. Now, in like Texas, it's legal to fish with goldfish because they're invasive. If you lose one, then fuckers get big and they eat everything. Well, he's trying to get off the hook, and this guy that speaks broken English is like, let me have that. I want to take that home and cook it. And he's like, no, you can't take this going. You can't cook. This is gross. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to take it home and cook it. So I'm watching this, and the only thing I can think of is, this. They may not be eating the dogs or the cats, but it looks like they're definitely eating the goldfish. That's my worst Trump impression, but that's what I was thinking of. Why do liberals hate ice so much? Are their teeth sensitive? No? Okay. I'm kind of out of the loop, though. I thought trans people were people that worked on transmissions. So I was wrong. They're, come to find out, they're just mass shooters. So Friday the 13th is coming up, and that's my favorite holiday. On Friday the 13th, I like to play hockey and kill camp counselors. So back to YouTube. I saw an interview with Christian Bale. Did y'all know he was British? That fucked me up. Fucking Batman's British. And so I got to thinking, I looked up, Hugh Laurie's British. There's a lot of actors that are British that do really good American accents. And I'm like, how when Americans, we do a British accent, we just think of like, hello, cheerio, pip, pip, and then we go talking like this. Do they just, like, to do American, do they just drop the accent? Do they just, like, hello, all right, now I would like a hamburger, I don't know. So the other day, I went to take a shit, and I sat on the toilet, and the toilet seat pinched my leg hairs out. There's no joke for that. Is anybody else happen that too? No one? So that immediately made me think about women's bathrooms. Do y'all even have toilet seats? And if y'all do, why? Like, I figured there would be a special toilet for women's bathrooms that it's just a toilet, no seat. Like, it should never, no? Okay. I'm gonna look at my notes. I should never wrote in green. Okay, here we go. I got a fun game that you women can play with your boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever the hell you're with. Scratch or snatch, and then let them smell your fingers, and you call it snapper fingers. I like that. That's a good one. So if I'm ever asked by a female or whoever identifies as having a vagina, If I eat pussy well, I always say, I don't know, but I can eat a snack pack with no spoon. So I want to talk a story about when I was in the Army. It's a mission we were on, we're out in the field, and I used to dip, and I really, really liked Skull Berry Blend. I fucking loved it, it was great. And so I'm standing in the office waiting to get some paperwork, and I'm sitting there packing my dip, and I pop it open, I put it in, and there's this female sergeant we have, like who's one of those tries too hard to be one of the boys. You know, she looked like a 14-year-old, 40-year-old, if that's possible. You know, had the short wolf butch haircut, and just like, hey, what's up? Anyway, she goes, that's a feminine dip, while she puts in some like Copenhagen fine cut. And I was like, feminine dip? What the fuck does that mean? Is that like a manly blowjob? So my sister is not the brightest. I love her to death though. And she was out with my mom the other day. They were grocery shopping, and she's trying to lose weight. And she's talking about these real quick, delicious meals made by Grommet. These Grommet meals, and she kept going on about Grommet meals. And so they're going through the thing, and she goes, "Oh, there they are, right there." Important gourmet. So there we go. I work at a liquor store. It's probably the funnest job I've ever had. It's like one of the only jobs nobody's starting to kill me because I was in the Army and I worked death row. I'm from Houston, and if I worked at a liquor store in Houston, then yeah, people would be threatening to kill me. But not here. It's really, really cool. And the other day, a guy said something to me that made me laugh. He goes, like usual, I was like, you need a bag, you want a bag? And he goes, no, the bottle's enough, she's not that ugly. Thank you, that's some time for right now.